All right, so hopefully this is connecting good again. We have very spotty cell service out here in the mountains, but my greenhouse here is a good spot to usually get a Wi-Fi signal because I'm close enough to the house that I can still get um, connected and everything. It's still allergy season. I'm still sniffly, but doing better. Hello, Terry. How are you doing? Good afternoon, Lisa. Hello, Bucket List Homestead. Alrighty, so I wanted to jump on here this afternoon and just talk about very quickly the March Canning Madness collaboration that I launched today on YouTube. Hi, Kathy. Yes, bucket list. I am so glad that March is here too. I've been looking forward to this. So I wanted to kind of recap the whole. Oh, good. Terry's getting ready to record for March Canning, doing her March Canning. Yay. All right. So I want to kind of recap, I want to recap just the details about the March Canning Madness March Canning Madness collaboration, and just remind everyone all the details about it because I did the big announcement a while back, but it's been a while, and so I just kind of wanted to go over that once again real quick and just share the details. So this collaboration is open to anybody with a YouTube channel. It is a canning collaboration. So, of course, that's what this is all about. But it can be pressure canning, hot water bath canning, steam canning, with a steam canner, whatever you want to use, whatever your preference is. Can be, low acid, high acid, whatever. My only stipulation is that if you are doing a rebel canning recipe, please make it very clear that this is a rebel canning recipe because there's so many people who are learning how to do canning. They're brand new to it, and I want them to be able to make an informed decision whether or not they want to attempt to do something like this or not. So, if it's rebel canning, you know, I'm there's some things that I do that are technically considered rebel canning, but it's not necessarily that they're unsafe, it's just that they're not tested. So, once you've been canning for a while, you can kind of get a feel for things and learn, about the acidity of things and processing times, and it kind of gives you a feel for what would be safe and what would not, and you can learn the science behind a lot of it. And so there are things that I will can that might not be the approved method, but I would not feel like I am risking anything by doing them. But again, it would still be considered rebel canning, so I would always want to make sure that a newbie canner would know what that is before they decided if they wanted to try it or not. You know what I mean? Just kind of like a informed decision kind of thing. Hello, all sorts. Good afternoon. So yes, uh, there is a logo, my little March Canning Madness logo with the two little jars and everything. If people want to use that image in their thumbnail, they are welcome to. They're not required to, but it's there if they want to. They can find it on my social media, on my Facebook page. They can find it on my website. I have a blog post where I wrote, Foghorn is right outside the greenhouse. um, where I wrote all about March Canning Madness. They can, right click it and save the image there, or if they're on mobile, hold the screen and save the image and use it that way. Um, I will have a canning master playlist for the, yep, you can absolutely use it for the thumbnail bucket list. when I'm doing the playlist, when people upload videos, if you tag me, now when you're in there and you're putting the description for your YouTube video, you put the little @ symbol and then you start writing my name, and you should see my name pop up and you can add it there. As long as once you've saved it, it turns blue in like on the actual page where you're looking at the video and it becomes a link to my channel, it will notify me that I've been tagged. Now, sometimes if you just copy and paste it in, it won't actually activate the tag, but if you type it in, it will. Oh, he definitely is putting in his 2 cents. So as long as I'm tagged, as long as I can find out about the video, I will include it in the playlist. And if I'll be checking every day, looking for mentions so that I can see. For instance, bucket list, I just saw where you had mentioned me in a video the other day where you were talking about this coming up. And so I was able to see that. And so as long as I see the mentions, I will add them. Um, if you do a March Canning Madness video and you don't see me add your video to the playlist within a day or two, send me a message. You can email me on my website. You can send me a message through Facebook. You can send me a message through Instagram, and send me the link for your video because I really want to make sure I include all of the videos for everyone who's participating in this. You can leave a link for the video in, say, the video that I did today in the comment section or something. I have the YouTube security settings so that anytime someone puts a link in a comment, it is automatically held. So as long as you publish the comment with the link and say, hey, here's my addition, my submission for the collaboration or whatever, I will see it that way too. So that would be another option. Sometimes I get a lot of comments and I can't get through them all, so I don't want to miss it. But as long as there's some way for you to send it to me, then I can add it to the playlist if YouTube doesn't notify me of a mention. Let me open this back up, and I apologize for the sniffling. It's like full-blown allergy season, but I do feel like I'm getting a little bit better. So hopefully we're on the easing off tail end portion of it. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, so if you don't have a YouTube and you want to participate, then I would love, most people have Instagram or Facebook or something like that. If you share a photo of what you're canning or a post of what you're canning, tag me on those because I would love to see it. And if you do an Instagram post and you tag me and say, hey, this is for March Canning Madness, this is what I'm doing, I will share those in my stories so that other people can see what you're doing as well. You just got to tag me so that I can see it. Let's see. Yeah, YouTube isn't always 100% reliable about sending notifications for mentions. So if for some reason you don't see me include your video in the playlist in a day or two, be sure to message me and I can make sure I get that added because I don't want to miss anybody. I really want this to be a fun collaboration that anybody can participate in. Hello, Luann from Butler, Georgia. Thank you. Yes, you can use the logo for your thumbnails if you want. If it's Rebel Canning, make sure you let everyone know. I do have like a little bit of information about what Rebel Canning is in the blog post on my website that kind of goes with this whole March Canning Madness thing. If you have no YouTube channel, no problem. Share them on Facebook. Oh, Facebook. Okay, so on my Facebook page, when you are leaving a comment, I changed the settings a while back, and you can now leave photos, your own photos, in the comment section. So, like for instance, today where I posted about March Canning Madness, you can leave a comment under there, and you can post your photos in your comments now. And I didn't used to have that setting. It took me forever to figure out how to get that to work. I mean, a ridiculous amount of time. But I finally found the setting and was able to change that. So you can share photos on the Facebook comments now. Hello, Christine. What else? Okay, there are giveaways. There are a couple giveaways that are going to be taking place. Now, the way I'm going to do this is there's two different giveaways. One giveaway is for the YouTube channels who participate. At the end of the month, I'm going to do let's see, I forget what I wrote hold on, let me look at my notes here. Okay, March 31st. On March 31st, I will do a finale March Canning Madness video. And in that video, I will announce a YouTube channel giveaway winner. Because what I'm going to do is all of these people who are participating in the collaboration with who have YouTube channels. Hello, Cindy from Ozark. Hello, neighbor. Everybody who has a YouTube channel and does a March Canning Madness video to be part of the collaboration, and I get their video. This is why it's so important to get everyone's videos in the playlist. I'm going to randomly select one of the videos in the playlist, not my own, somebody else's, and that person is going to win I think I called it a gift basket, but it'll be a box, a goodie box, and they will be receiving at least 240 of my currently favorite canning lids, which are the Superb canning lids. This is not sponsored by them. This is not sponsored by anybody. This is all me sponsoring this. So there's no business affiliation or anything like that. Legitimately, the Superb canning lids are my favorite canning lids now. They are made in America. They are really sturdy lids, and when they do their little pop of success, it is louder than any other canning lid I've ever used. It's because you hear it. The gift basket giveaway for the YouTube channels, every video is an entry because it's going to be however many videos are in the playlist. That giveaway will be available to any geographical location. So if you are a canner in Canada and you are doing some videos for the collab, those are qualifying entries. I'm not going to limit that because, it's canning lids and goodies to go with it. I haven't decided what all will be in there, but there'll be some goodies as well as the 240 canning lids. And so that'll be for anybody who has a YouTube channel. But on March 31st, when I do the finale video, there will be a giveaway being done with that video. I don't usually do my giveaways on YouTube, so I will talk a little bit about it in that finale. Just make sure that if you are selected as a winner, I will announce it in a video, and make sure that no fake person pretending to be me says under the comments that you're the winner and want money from you, because that's not going to happen. That giveaway will include a Presto 23 quart pressure canner, and it's the one that they have that is specifically designed to be safe for induction or glass top stoves, which means if it's safe for those, you can use it on any stove. And I have a picture of it because it is in my possession. It is here in my house, upstairs in my loft, my kind of office area. You can see the picture right there. You can see the canning lids, and you can see the pressure canner in the box. And so I will open up that box and I will stuff it because, it's a canner, so it's hollow on the inside. I'm going to fill that up with all sorts of goodies, including canning lids and whatever else I decide to throw in there. Now, because this is going to be a really heavy box, I am going to limit that particular giveaway to the United States because the shipping is going to be a lot. So the finale the finale prize will be to the United States, but that will be um, open to anybody. So you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to be participating in the collaboration. Maybe you've never canned anything before and you want to get started. Well, this might be the opportunity for you to win a canner and some canning supplies and get started. And you can watch all of the videos this month in the playlist and see how people can, get a feel for it, maybe learn some tips and tricks and all of that. And then you'll want to get started canning. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Um, I think that kind of covers all of it. The Again, the finale video will be where people will enter in the comment section to win the Presto Canner and those goodies. So if there's any questions or anything like that, we can chat for a few minutes. I've got a little bit of time before I need to get back to work. Today is Friday, so for me it is prep day, which means I do a lot of housework and cleaning and getting just everything ready for a nice rest tomorrow. Yeah, the shipping for the pressure canner will be significant. So that is why I'm limiting that one to the United States, but the YouTube participating channel prize, I'm going to, yeah, make that one open for anybody. I don't care where you live. Lisa, I got my cooking done and other preps all done, so ready for Shabbat. Very nice. Yeah, I've got dinner. Well, the meat is thawing out in the kitchen. So once that is ready, it should be ready in time. I'm testing out a recipe this evening for, I don't even know what you would call it. It's sort of like a shepherd pie, but it's not a shepherd pie, but it's like meat based. Because I'm doing low carb again for a little while. I need to get the inflammation in my body under control, and that carnivore really helps me with that. Oh, Terry says, my daughter and I are going to can together for this in our homeschool. That is fantastic. I love that. I am going to be doing um, canning class, a pressure canning class for some of the ladies in my fellowship. And, they all homeschool. And so the kids will be able to participate. And I would consider that absolutely a homeschool lesson because it's life skills. Schooling should be more than just books. You know, we look at kids today who are growing up, and I mean, I remember I used to work at the PX, which is like a department store in the military when we were still an army life family. And I remember this young soldier coming to the counter and trying to make a purchase, and he didn't know how to write a check. I just showed him how to write a check. It's just basic life skills that kids growing up today just don't seem to be learning, and there needs to be more of that. Um, and so, yeah, I think food preservation class for them would be great. Yeah, life skills, very important. Oh, I almost forgot. So, my, well, I guess I can just go ahead and talk about the mugs too. The Pottery mugs, if you are subscribed to my newsletter, you already saw the announcement this morning when I put that out. And actually, let me pull this up real quick so I can give you the exact information. Um, Hopefully, I can find an email with it. That, um, hold on. Do I have my email on this phone? I just got a new phone. I have a new phone, and when the icons are all in different locations, it takes you for a moment to figure out where the apps are. Um, Let me see here. Well, now I'm not seeing it. Where did it go? Anyways, the pottery mugs, I had some issues getting the boxes for shipping them with. Apparently the post office still publishes, or they still have it on their website that they offer these boxes. They'll still let you order the boxes, but they're never going to ship you the boxes because they quit making them. And so there was a little bit of fiasco trying to get the boxes. I have boxes coming. I had to actually order some. They will be here sometime next week. I need to be able to get a look at these boxes, make sure they're going to be sturdy enough to mail Pottery mugs in. And as long as everything goes great, the following week on March, let me look at my calendar, on the 13th. So Wednesday morning on the 13th, I forget what time I said. I think it was a 9 a.m., but don't quote me. I'll double check it, and I'll be posting that information again and sharing the details later on. But it is Wednesday the 13th in the morning. Half of the mugs that will be for sale will be posted in the Etsy shop. The other half of the mugs will go up on Thursday evening. So there'll be two opportunities to purchase a mug. That way, if people are working on Wednesday morning and they can't get on Etsy or anything like that, they'll have a second chance in an evening to do it. I figured that would, if I only did it one time, then it would maybe make where like half the other people couldn't do it. You know what I mean? So I was just wanted to blah, 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 getting tongue tied. I just wanted to make sure that there was at least more than one opportunity for people to get mugs who wanted one. The mugs they're $40 plus shipping and tax because the government's got to get their part. Um, so those will get published Wednesday morning and then Thursday evening. And then I have also added some stickers. So I have all sorts of stickers that I've had made. Now, people who are Cornbread crew members, they already get stickers for free in the mail whenever I make new ones because they're members. That's part of the perks for it. Um, but I know that people never who aren't members or who never get the opportunity to meet me in person, I give stickers out to people when I meet them in person, as long as I think of it and I have some on me. I try to keep some in my purse at all times. But I've got all sorts of different stickers. I've got like the sparkly stickers. I've got faith-based stickers like Yeshua and Hallelujah, and of course my logo stickers and the I Love Cornbread ones and others. They're all on Etsy now. I just published those this morning. So if people want to get stickers from me, they can. I think I listed them for like $2. I'm not going to make anything off of these stickers because Etsy's going to take their fees and all that stuff. And it's free shipping in the United States. So basically, I just want people to be able to get stickers if they want stickers. Oh, well, that is a shame. Hmm. All right, so are there any more questions about the March Canning Madness, canning collaboration, or anything like that? And if so, I can go ahead and answer those. If not, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for today so that we can get back to doing all the things that need to be done here for Friday afternoon. Let me scroll back through here real quick. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. Oh, two large chuck roasts in our cast iron Dutch oven. That sounds delicious. Alrighty. Oh yes, thank you, Debbie. What? Okay. Hello, Sheila. Well, thank you. Yep, Florida, is that Florida Mama Bear? I'm actually just getting ready to wrap this up. Um, that's okay, and I didn't really have a set time that I was going to be doing this because I didn't know what my schedule was going to look like today. And so I just kind of had to jump on. Of course, you can go back and watch the replay afterwards, and it'll be available on the channel. It's not, when you're looking at the menu with all the different options, you'll see videos, you'll see like the community tab and all of that. And then you'll see lives, and that's where this one will be. Any kind of live video is under that. From Mozambique. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, thank you, Terry. I definitely appreciate that. I started taking all of my natural remedies. I had to order some of the things I couldn't find, um, but hopefully they will start doing the job. I feel like they're starting to work. They're not like um, pharmaceutical allergy medications that kind of kick in immediately. These ones, natural remedies have to kind of build up in your system a little bit, so they're not instant. But I would rather it take a little bit longer and be easier on the body than work immediately and not be great for you. Thank you, Granville. I try to do videos that are encouraging and to help people. Let's see. Is that Lil? I definitely think it might be getting closer. His coming. So just to do like a really quick recap. March Canning Madness collaboration open to everybody. If you have a YouTube channel and you do a video, if it's Rebel Canning, please let us know. If I don't see, if you tag me in the description so that I can know about it, then I will include it in the master playlist, the March Canning Madness 2024 playlist. I If for some reason you don't see me add your video in a day or two, YouTube didn't notify me, go ahead and send me the link via my email, which you can find on my website, through Instagram messaging, Facebook messaging. You could leave the link in a comment on YouTube if I see it. That's not the best way to contact me. But messaging or email, I will make sure I will add that link into the playlist. At the end of the month, one of those videos will be selected as a winner for a goodie box of 240 canning lids and other goodies. And then there's also a video, or pardon me, let me pause. If you are not a YouTuber and you are participating in March Canning Madness, and you have Instagram or Facebook, share those photos, tag me. I would love to share them. Let everyone else see what you're doing. Just encourage one another to can all the things. And it's a great way when you when you watch collaborations like this and see what other people are canning, you get ideas, things that maybe you never thought of that you would want to can. And so it's it's really encouraging, I think, to watch other people, and it really inspires you to want to can more. And if you're new to it or you're just wanting to start, it'll help you kind of get the courage to do it, and you realize it's not that hard. Canning isn't scary. It shouldn't be scary. And so by watching me and watching all of the others do these canning videos, then you'll kind of get a feel for it. You'll know what it's supposed to look like. And so, yeah, I just tag me in the social media. I'll share the post. And at the end of the month, again, if you are a just someone who's watching the videos, you don't have YouTube, you don't have anything like that. At the end of the month, on March 31st, I'm doing the finale video, and there will be a giveaway in that video, including a Presto 23 quart pressure canner. And again, you can get all of the details for this collaboration on my website, and you will see the post. It says March Canning Madness is here, and that has all of the details. You can go back and scan through there if you want to remember anything that we've talked about here today. Or you can watch this video again on replay. Cindy, I promise you, it is not something to be scared about. Once you do it, you'll realize how easy it is, and you'll be like, oh, why didn't I do this sooner? Oh, may try to get some cauliflower canned. Yum. That sounds delicious. I did a curry type of cauliflower a couple years ago. It was very good. It was there used to be a store, Earth Fare, which they all closed down as far as I know. At least everyone that I've ever seen closed down. But they had a olive bar, and on that olive bar they also had this curry pickled cauliflower. It was delicious. I loved that stuff, and so I was able to make my own. Beef bone broth started yesterday. Oh, yes. I have lots of broth I need to do. I've got lots of beans that I need to do. I ordered a ton of beans from Asia Standard, and I need to start canning up my beans. And so that is one of the many things I'm going to be canning this month. But bucket list, yeah, a lot of people, they hear all the horror stories of pressure canners blowing up, but nowadays modern pressure canners, they're safe and they're nothing to be scared of as long as you follow the steps. Hello, Shelley. Yes, we are actually just about to wrap this up, but I'm glad you're able to join in. Granville, I've been canning and preserving for 40 years, and I'm always open to learning and sharing new things. Absolutely. Absolutely. And sometimes even, I mean, I've been canning for a long time, not quite 40 years, but I've been canning a long time, and it's like all the time I'll watch people can something and I'll learn a trick or a tip or something I hadn't thought of or a recipe. It was like, oh, I need to make that. I never thought of canning that. That would be amazing. So it's fun to watch everyone doing their canning. Yep, meat is not, it's just like everything else. You just follow the steps. Canning has certain rules, certain things that you have to do for the recipes to be safe. And as long as you follow the rules, there's nothing to worry about. And like I said earlier in the video, there's some things that are considered rebel canning, not because they're not safe, but because they're not tested. The USDA is not, the government isn't funding testing for stuff like that anymore. And so if you look at the different ways of canning, you look at the process of canning, the science behind it, um, it kind of lets you get the idea whether something is safe or not, even if it's not in the Ball Blue book, canning book. There's a lot of things that can be canned. Just because it's untested doesn't mean it's unsafe. Yeah. Canning meat, having canned meat, let me just say, we rely so much on freezers to store our meats in. But what happens if there's a power outage? What happens if there's a lengthy power outage from natural disaster or anything? We live in a very precarious world right about now, and there's no telling what could happen. And we just bought half a cow, and we've got half a cow in freezers. Well, I'm going to be canning up lots of meat because if something were to happen and our power is gone for whatever length of time, that is months of food that would be ruined. But when you can the meat, it's shelf stable. You have to worry about the electricity going out. You don't have to worry about anything like that. And it's already cooked. So you don't have to worry about having the energy to cook it. If you had to, you could eat it cold. It's just being mindful of situations that could come and take place like that. Okie dokie. Yep. Crystal started canning at 58. Janine or Jeannie says, I wish my kids would get interested in canning. They just come and grab what mom has canned. Yeah, there's a lot of that around here too. But my son actually last year wanted to learn how to can and made his own jelly, and he was so proud of himself. Oop, oop, what did I just do? Nope, go away. Yeah, the thing about canning is, you don't want to can stuff if you're not going to eat it. And there has been times in the past where I've canned things that I thought I would like, and then when I tried them out, we didn't really care for them. And so, you just kind of add that to the list of things that I'm not going to can again. I actually did a video on that a couple years ago. There was a collaboration of the things people love and will can again and the things they won't. And I shared about some of those things. I can beans, meat, vegetables, and broths. Yep. I like to do a lot of ingredient types things like the carrots that I shared earlier today because they are just really quick for meals, for side dishes, and you can use them for anything. They're just, I think, more multi-purpose. It is nice to have meals in a jar too, as well, for quick meals, but I like to have a little bit of both, you know. Those ingredients like the carrots. If I'm making soup and I'm going through and it just looks like I need a little bit something more in the soup, I can grab a jar of carrots, drain out, dump it into the soup, and now there's more to it. How can you can dry beans? Okay, so hold on. Are you referring to the dry beans that you purchase and they come dry? How what you do to can with those? Because I will be canning the dry beans this year or this month. How do you store your extra rings for your jars? So I have a shelf in my pantry where I keep all of my canning supplies, and I have these little plastic baskets that are produce baskets from like buying peaches at the farmer's market and things like that. I kept all of those baskets and I have them marked, and one of them is like regular rings, wide rings, and then I have lids. And then additional rings because there's always more rings than what will fit in that basket. I take a piece of string and I just put a loop on each end, put the rings through this, or put the string through all of the rings, put them together, put one end through the loop on the other end, and pull them tight, and I hang them on a hook at in the ceiling. They're just up out of the way, so I can, if I need them, I can get to them, but I don't have them down on the shelf where I'm using them all the time. All right. Let me see. I think I saw another set question go by. Okay. Okay, so yes, the dry beans. So there's okay, so this is where rebel canning kind of comes into play just a little bit. So there's two methods of doing it. One method, you soak the beans prior to canning them. The other method, you put the dry beans in, you add in your water and process them that way. I have done both. I find that when I do the approved way, where I soak them, the beans really fall apart and get really soft. And so I have gone the unapproved way, and it would be considered rebel canning. But this is one of those things where I weigh out the options, I look at the risk, and I determine whether or not I consider this safe or not. The issue with using dry beans with the water is if you put too many beans in there, they're going to soak up all the water and you're not going to have any liquid. So you have to make sure that you do not use too many beans. And I'm going to take you through that process in one of my videos or a couple of my videos this coming month, because I've got black beans, pinto beans, I think northern beans. I think I bought like 4 different kinds of beans that I need to can. And so I will be canning those up, and I'll show you exactly what I do, because you just have to make sure that you don't have too many beans. As long as you don't have too many beans, they're not going to absorb all of that liquid. So you just have to make sure your ratio is right. Hello, Germany. Kidney beans. Yep, that was one of them that I bought. I bought a whole bunch of beans from Asia Standard recently, just because I plan on canning up a whole bunch. Um, yeah. Now, later, and long term. Alrighty, so I think it is 3:15 my time, and that means it is time to go ahead and wrap this up. Um, Gotta get in there and get things going for dinner and all of that. And yeah, that's not gonna happen. This is the problem with live videos, is you never know who's gonna show up or what they're going to say. But that's okay. So with that, thanks for joining me today. Again, you can get a recap on the blog post with all of the details for March Canning Madness. You can replay this video afterwards if you like, whichever way. If you just came in, you can go back and watch it again. But I am looking forward to the rest of March, and I cannot wait to see what everybody is canning. And again, don't forget to tag me. Make sure I see what you're making, whether it's whether you have a YouTube channel or not. Oh, enjoy the ruckus. Yes, the ruckus she's referring to is the Refuge Ruckus. It is a fundraiser that I am speaking at in about just over a week from now. It is a fundraiser for Caleb House, which is an organization that is helping the recovery and restoration of children who have been human trafficked. Alrighty. So with that, thanks you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me here this afternoon, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you keep Shabbat, I hope you have a very peaceful Shabbat, and I cannot wait to see what everyone cans. Thanks for joining me here today, and I will talk to y'all next time.